Basketball, a game of giants. When he had to, he knew all the tricks.
Nobody can pass that ball through the heart of the lane. 6. You want to put on a show here. Here you go. Here is
Lakers land. What's that word? We are back. 7 Mitchell. I'm in the damn building. Happy Sunday to everybody, man. We rocking, man. Y'all already know how I'm coming this afternoon, 1 o'clock on the Eastern time, bro. We got to talk about GOAT James. We got to take some time out to talk about GOAT James. Make sure y'all smash that like button. Welcome to Lakers land. Bro, this went over my head, y'all. With all the talk about Bronny James and what was going to happen to him and the history being made, and even down to LeBron James taking less money over the summer, one thing that I didn't peep was that his contract was a no trade clause contract. LeBron James has a no trade clause contract, boy. Wait a minute. Because right now I'm to a point where how does this thing get fixed for the Lakers organization? As big as a supporter, as big as a fan I am of LeBron James, y'all already know I'm trying to figure out how does this work for the Lakers. And I'm listening to some people in Lakers land asking for the Lakers to consider trading LeBron James or hoping that his retirement is kind of expedited. And it seems weird to me because I'm like, bro, this is GOAT James we talking about. But then when I started to do some research and just started to look at how, regardless of the numbers that LeBron James has been putting up, not only this season, last season, it seems like it has just a different effect and impact on winning versus how it did in the past. And that's the most important thing. And I'm watching LeBron out there and I'm feeling like, not that he's not giving effort, but is this more about his resume right now, his legacy, reaching 50,000 points? Like, what's really to what's going on with LBJ? You know, you done brought your son, Bronny James, into the mix, and that's been a lot of talk about that. And there's even now conversation about Bryce coming down the pipeline. So I'm just like, bro, how can the Lakers fix this nightmare? Let's just be honest. And when I went and came across LeBron's contract and realized that he has a no trade clause, I said, yo, Lakers fans are in trouble. Laker fans are in trouble. There is no trading LeBron James. Let's start there. And this blew my mind. Man, LeBron is not going to ask for a trade this season. That's absolutely positively not going to happen. So we're stuck. I need Lakers land to realize this. I need y'all to understand this because y'all are in my comments all day, all night. And I salute y'all. I appreciate all the engagement. Don't get it twisted. But LeBron James is not going anywhere. I hate to tell y'all. And I don't know how this kind of went across my radar because, again, I didn't realize with everything that was happening with the Lakers, LeBron got a no trade clause deal. Matthew in the building. What's that word, Matt? Matt said LeBron bum ass is wash, straight stat pad. And I mean, that kind of goes to what I was saying, bro. When we watching LeBron on a night out basis, what is more important to him right now? You got legacy as far as like milestones, 50,000, most minutes, most games played. You got those things that LeBron is chasing. You got bringing his son into the league, playing with his son, and then you got winning a title. Those are the three agendas. How are y'all putting them in order? Because I think now people are questioning that winning a title is not at the top of that list. Could be actually third, which is kind of crazy to me. Daniel in the building. What's that word, G? Daniel says trade bum Gabe Vincent for Dennis Schroeder. There's a possible trade out there to get Dennis Schroeder, former Laker, back into LA from Brooklyn. I think it's an actual three-way trade. We had brought that trade up on Lakers Land the other day. I just don't like the amount of pieces that the Lakers are going to have to give up for this trade to be done for Dennis Schroeder. I like Dennis Schroeder, but for what we have to give up, because you're going to have to give up Rui, you're going to have to give up D'Lo, you're going to have to give up like 3 picks. It's a lot. It's a lot that you're going to have to give up. We are getting some good pieces in Brooklyn, but it doesn't guarantee much to me. So I just feel like the Lakers should just stay patient right now. I'm not sold on this roster, but I just don't want them to rush any particular move, to be honest. But bro, knowing that LeBron James has a no trade clause, he ain't going nowhere. So that's out the window. Now, so how can the Lakers fix this? What can the Lakers do? Is there a chance? Well, let me ask y'all this, because when we look at what LeBron has been doing lately, his father time caught up with LeBron. These are his last 4 games. 1-3. Like I said, regardless of what he's doing, there's no impact on the game. Suffered just this tough loss to OKC, had 12 points. The game before that, it was a triple-double and a win versus Wemby, and then but he only had 16 points. The game before that, he had an 18-point double-double, but it was a loss to Phoenix, a division rival. And, the Denver Nugget game, we went 18-6-7. He had 3 steals on the night, but, this is a different vibe. Would LeBron consider possibly just walking away after this year? Could that be a possibility? Because I'm going to be honest, that's the only way that this thing is going to play out for y'all favor. If y'all want LeBron out the door, the Lakers as an organization can't get rid of him. And his contract next season is a player option. So technically, this could be, if he wanted it to be, his last season. Do y'all think LeBron in any chance would see what the Lakers? I don't think LeBron is willing to walk away because he feel like Lakers fans are suffering. I'm pretty sure LeBron James feel like he breathed life back into this franchise, this organization, and built a new culture. So it's going to be really interesting to see how LeBron takes this. He already went back home to Cleveland, won a championship. Taking Bronny back to Cleveland doesn't really have. Maybe that's how you end the story. Could that happen? Because I looked at a trade possibility to get LeBron and Bronny to Cleveland for Donovan Mitchell. It couldn't happen right now. It couldn't happen realistically until at least December the 15th. That's number one. And number two, the Lakers, LeBron's contract, he would have to adjust it. I think it's like 800 over like 800,000 over the limit. But there was a deal I was seeing that could be worked out to get Donovan Mitchell, and I think it was Matt Strauss, to the Lakers for LeBron and Bronny. But the money will have to be adjusted, and that move couldn't be done right now. So I'm just looking at it like the only chance that the Laker fans have, if they want to be done with this whole LeBron James thing, is if he walk away this season, because you can't trade him. And I'm wondering, would LeBron James walk away? Dalton is outscoring him. Dalton to me, and no disrespect to Anthony Davis, Dalton Connect honestly is the most valuable piece that the Lakers have right now. When you look at the 1 through 5 year window that the Lakers are in right now, from now for another 5 years, I know Anthony Davis arguably is the best player on the team. I know he's contractually locked in for 4 years, but Dalton Connect, I believe, is the most valuable piece that the Lakers have. We're still questioning if AD is ready to lead this team, if he has the guts to be able to lead this team. I don't question any guts or any of that with Dalton Connect, and he's only a rookie. He plays big time. He's now moved into the starting rotation. So I feel like when you look at developing wise, Dalton Connect is so valuable to this organization. Not that he's better than LeBron or Anthony Davis or none of that, but when you're looking at the future, even past AD, I think you got to really consider Dalton Connect's value on this team. But LeBron, getting back to LBJ, do y'all think that LeBron will actually walk away and retire at the end of this season? Or just go into free agency? I don't see either one of those scenarios. I really don't. I definitely don't see him going into free agency. I mean, if he's chasing another title, where is he going to go in free agency? And he's leaving what? I mean, he still get his money regardless, but I think he'll be leaving $50 million on the table that the Lakers would have to pay him next season. I don't see him picking up and going somewhere playing on another team for another year, especially if you can't guarantee to bring. If he gonna make that move, you might as well have it lined up to have Bronny and Bryce coming into the mix. And if you're doing that, now I feel like you're really disrespecting the game of basketball, because this has really turned into more of a soap opera than being about either winning or losing. But I don't see him doing that. He's not going to do LA no favors. Like I said, LeBron feel like he's an asset. I know he don't feel like he's a liability to this team. So he going to ride it out till the wheels fall off. LeBron James don't have a history of requesting to be traded. He's played out all his contracts throughout his career. His family is comfortable. He went off of social media, which was interesting to me. And I told y'all before, I think that he's out of social media because of all the criticism that his son is getting. LeBron James have been in this league for 20-something years. He's heard it all. He's seen it all. He's been through it all just about. So there's nothing that the media and the fans can just throw out there when it comes to him that I think that rattles LeBron so early that made him get off of social media. But this is a new monster that LeBron is tackling now that his son is into the league. And as a father, just human nature, watching the criticism and what people are saying, not even giving your son a chance. It has to be an issue. And I know Bronny James, the son, talked about how they try to make sure that he try to disregard and not pay attention to what happens on social media. So you can imagine LeBron James' frustration level with that. So he's basically off of social media right now. And I think that's partially because of the Bronny James experiment kind of blowing up in real time. And unless Bronny asks LeBron, Dad, can we go play somewhere else where I can get a fresh start? Somewhere, maybe that's a possibility. If Bronny asks LeBron, Dad, do you think we can go somewhere? But, Bronny is under contract. But I think they'll find a way. They've been appeasing LeBron, Rob Pelinka, and Jeannie Buss. If he decided to leave and wanted to take Bronny with him, I think they'll find a way to get that done. But, bro, I just totally forgot that LeBron had this no trade clause going on. And I'm like, damn, if you thought for 1 minute that the Lakers were going to be able to possibly trade LeBron James, which I think is just unbelievable, you could basically forget about it. LeBron will have to basically just walk away. And I don't see that happening. And I don't want it to go down like that, to be honest, bro. I know a lot of people are very critical of LeBron James since he's been with the Lakers, but, LeBron, I believe, has done a lot for this team. And I think I think LeBron has done enough for the team to do a farewell tour. So that's where I predict. That's the reason why I don't see LeBron James just walking away from this Lakers team without doing that farewell tour. But maybe if it gets to a point where as though LeBron feels like he's, underappreciated now at this point, and his son is not getting any support, and maybe if he know that his championship window is actually closed, maybe he would decide to go somewhere else and walk away this summer, but I just don't realistically seeing it happen. The Lakers are not a bad team. They're still a couple pieces away from championship contention, but right now we're pretty decent. These are the games for this upcoming month for LA. Prediction wise, what will the Lakers do this month? Let's break this down real quick before we get up out of here. I'm gonna do this top row and then bottom row. So tonight we got the Utah Jazz. We're live in the playback room. Real matter of fact, since I just mentioned that, what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to drop in the live chat. I'm dropping the link to our playback room. If you guys want to come over and kick it with us for tonight's game, make sure y'all click this link, join our playback room. We're going live with our VIP watch party for Lakers versus Jazz. So we got the Lakers and the Jazz tonight. I think the Lakers will get the win versus the Jazz versus the T-Wolves. What is that? Tuesday, I believe. It's going to be an interesting game, but the Lakers, I'm going to go with the Lakers beating the Timberwolves. I'm going to go with the Lakers beating Miami and Atlanta and Portland. Sacramento is looking a little bit good, and the Lakers seem to always disappoint me when they really start to build momentum. So for this first 6 games, I think the Lakers at worst can go 4-2. I think at worst the Lakers can go 4-2. Sacramento, they play back-to-back. So then they play Sacramento again. I think they'll swap those wins out, swap that game out. So they'll get a win versus Sacramento. I think they'll get revenge versus Detroit. Golden State, that'll be a tough game. They got Sacramento again, and then they got, I believe, that Phoenix. So you got 4 division games in this bottom row. It's going to be tough. I'll say 1 win for Sacramento. 1, 2. Ooh. I'll say 4-2 for the top row and 2-3 for the bottom row. So that's what, 6-5 over those 11 games? 1 game over 500. So my expectations is that it's going to be a rocky road for the Lakers this month in December. But after the 15th is where you're going to really get an opportunity to see some real players get traded. So if you guys are hoping that the Lakers can make some other little moves in the meantime, December the 15th will probably be a better bet right now. Daniel said we got to beat the better teams. That's a fact. And not only do we got to beat better teams, Daniel, our star players got to look better. Anthony Davis been going crazy all season, and then as soon as he get to play Nikola Jokic, he looked like butt, So we need more of that. John Wick said in the next 11 games this month, he got the Lakers going 4-7. Okay, so hold on, John Wick. Let me pull up. I just want to know what 4 teams you think the Lakers will win in December. Where are the 4 wins coming from? I know one of them definitely should be tonight. There should be no reason that the Lakers lose to the Jazz tonight. But where are your 4 wins coming from in the month of December? I'm going 6-5. Daniel say Christian Wood trade will be good. What we going to get for Christian? There was a deal for Christian that included Christian Wood, but I don't think Christian Wood is like a primary trading piece. So the Jazz tonight, the Portland Trailblazers, you're giving the Lakers 1 of the 3 games versus the Kings this month. Damn, they play the Kings 3 times this month. That is crazy. And Detroit. Oh, snap. So you don't think the Lakers could beat Miami, Minnesota, or Atlanta? Okay. I can respect it. Yeah, man, but I don't know, man. I hate to break the bad news to y'all, but LeBron ain't going nowhere, bro. LeBron James is not going anywhere. He has a no trade clause. If you thought that the Lakers would go out on a limb and trade LeBron to make this team better, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. LeBron is going to literally have to walk away. I didn't know that, y'all. I did not know that. With everything that was happening in the offseason, and they talked about LeBron James taking less money to try to make some things happen. That's where I was focused on. I didn't even really pay attention to the details of the contract. And for the last month, I've been hearing people talk about the Lakers should just trade LeBron. He's washed up, he's done, and we could do better. And I'm just hearing all these conversations, and I would have been shut it down if I knew that he didn't have it was a no trade clause contract. So that was interesting to me. Yeah, it's a matchup disadvantage with the Hawks, but the Hawks got to be on. His farewell tour should be better in Cleveland. So you think that LeBron should go back to Cleveland again and I'm assuming take Bronny with him? I wonder does Cleveland want that? I wonder what Cleveland fans think about that. I know they love LeBron. LeBron has done wonders for them, but they really starting to build a different identity. Is minus LeBron James. Like Donovan Mitchell has really helped build a different culture of winning and promise in Cleveland. And I don't know if they would want to go back, because if you trade Donovan Mitchell to the Lakers and Matt Strauss to make this deal happen to get LeBron and Bronny, most likely, I don't know. It'd be good for LeBron. It'd be good for a documentary. But that's what I'm saying. Like, doing all this appeasing to LeBron, it's making your team look bad. It's making these teams look like jokes. And Cleveland, you're right. Cleveland ain't winning a championship. Cleveland is not winning the championship, but I just feel like it will be going backwards. And I don't want to see LeBron signing like no 10-day contract or a 1-day contract and then retiring back at Cavaliers. No, I want you to do a farewell tour. Whenever you're going to retire LeBron, I want you to basically be with that team in uniform and just, ride the actual season out. Oh no, Cleveland definitely is about winning. They just started the season off 15-0. Donovan Mitchell had these boys in the playoffs every year. Cleveland ain't nothing to play with. They not better than Boston right now. They're not representatives of the Eastern Conference. But when you lose guys like LeBron James and Kyrie Irving, it's hard to rebuild that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't even a lot of stars that wanted to come to Cleveland when LeBron was playing. A lot of those guys, the D Wades, the D Roses, and all that, a lot of those guys were past their prime when they linked up with LeBron James. And like, I just feel like the Cavs should be a joke right now. Donovan Mitchell coming to Utah, deciding to stay in Cleveland. They something to be played with. Teams like the Knicks can't play with them. The 76ers can't play with them. Cleveland will definitely is a team to be reckoned with, at least in the Eastern Conference. I'll say that much. But they're not winning no title, for sure. All right, man, I am about to get up out of here, but I just had to come at y'all, man, real quick, because I didn't know if y'all knew that LeBron James had a no trade clause. And I'm like, so if LeBron is not getting traded, we can just go ahead and scratch that out the window. But how do we fix it? How do we make this shit right? Do me a favor, guys. Smash that like button for me one time. 7 Mitchell here with Lakers Land. Of course, tonight, again, we got not the Cavs. We got the Lakers and the Utah Jazz going down. I think that's like an 8:30 p.m. game. I'm not quite sure. But we are live in full effect in our playback room. I did drop the link to our playback room in the live chat, so make sure y'all click the link and join the room. And we'll be live tonight for Lakers versus Jazz. If y'all guys are new to our YouTube channel, do me a favor and hit that like button for me and subscribe to the platform as well. Appreciate you guys' support. I'm about to get up out of here, man, on this Sunday afternoon. Got a couple things running around to do before we get into the groove for tonight's game. Lonnie Walker doing this thing. Valanciunas straight up for Gabe Vincent is the trade I'm looking for the Lakers to do. I don't want Zach LaVine. No, I don't want Zach LaVine. I definitely don't want Zach LaVine. Number one, I know we're going to have to give up a lot for Zach. And number two, I don't even know how well he'll gel with AD and LeBron. Zach LaVine don't give me no vibes that he can save anybody. All right, I'll catch y'all tonight, though. I'm signing off. Peace, Lakers land.
Basketball, a game of giants. When he had to, he knew all the tricks.